Good morning, YouTube. It's another thrilling day. It's Friday today. Friday, July 28th, 2023, 7:29 a.m. I still haven't really sorted out my morning route and routine to work. To say nothing of trying to figure out the logistics of going to work via SkyTrain. I had things I wanted to get done after work yesterday since I didn't have to be at Domino's directly after leaving MLS. Wow. To me, those kind of scooters that have had seats added to them just look incredibly awkward when people are on them. And yeah, that guy looks incredibly awkward. There's the can lady working incredibly too hard to keep her head above water. I mean, maybe she really enjoys doing that, but I kind of doubt that. So many things I wanted to get done yesterday after work, and the only thing I managed to get done yesterday after work was just something I had planned on doing to kill time while doing something that I didn't accomplish getting done yesterday after work. And that would be happy hour beer and tacos over at fish tacos, by the way, which were delicious, over at Tempe Tavern. Oh my goodness, I am so tired, and mostly all I did was sleep. That's not good. It's all right. I think right now I need to be playing Circle K roulette, find myself a Sip and Save Mountain Dew, since I don't think I got my Sip and Save drink yesterday. It just feels like a waste to me whenever I have a Sip and Save going on and I don't use it every day. But that's where they get you. All these subscription programs. It's people who pay for subscription programs and then don't really use them. Which is kind of how I am with Amazon Prime at the moment. I should probably look into seeing about canceling that, because I can't even remember the last time I used anything related to my Amazon Prime. It's probably been over 3 months, maybe longer. That's a pretty pricey membership to not be utilized. And here I was sweating my $9.99 monthly for Circle K for drinks. Hello, if I use that 10 times a month, it pay for itself. Still, that one is easier to wrap my head around, so of course that's the one that I focus on. That and the fact that I don't have a freaking Mountain Dew right now. Yeah, I'm just groggy when I don't have my Mountain Dew. And I think I drank my last one that I had at work as I was leaving work yesterday. So, a little homeless encampment going on the left, underneath the awning of that little office building. Circle K rarely has a decent price on a bottle of Mountain Dew, which I'm going to need if I'm going to get through the workday today. I know, so many things I need to kind of sort out and get together, and what am I fixated on? Mountain Dew and making sure I get the most out of a $10 a month subscription. Some days I just gotta focus on what I can focus on. At the moment, that's all I can focus on. So I just had a moment while coming out of the Circle K. I left my fluorescent hat that I wear on the yard on the headrest in the passenger seat. So as soon as I walked out, I thought there was somebody sitting in my passenger seat, and it kind of wigged me out. Yeah, I'm not really awake until I've had my first Mountain Dew, especially like this early in the morning. I thought I saw somebody in there, and then it was like, oh, that's just my hat. I left my hat there. Okay, good, I have my hat. And then I looked down and realized I didn't have my safety vest on. I definitely don't have a get-to-work morning routine going on, and I need to get that together before I freaking lose this job. Although Keontae was scheduled to work yesterday. I didn't come in. I already called in So some things I need to sort out today, at least try to sort out today, is A, what's the procedure for calling in? What's the phone number? I have no idea. I have no idea what it is. I have no idea what number I would call in at this point. If something did happen, health-wise or some kind of a personal crisis, and I could not come in, it would be a no-call, no-show just because I have no idea how to call in. If that was told to me, I missed it. That's one thing I don't like about digital onboarding, which is becoming a trend these days. And honestly, it wasn't a whole lot different with the Domino's Pizza franchise, where I filled out a whole bunch of paperwork. It was all, done pen and paper, but neither of which did they give me anything to take. Like, there was an employee handbook, and part of the digital onboarding for MLS is I had to certify that I had it and utilize it, but I would understand that it's not a comprehensive rule book. In other words, these are the rules, but don't hold us to them. Not the first time I've seen that in job onboarding. The one, supposedly it's in a digital app and I could just look at it digitally, but damned if I know how to do that. The other one, it was all done on paper, but nothing was actually given to me. And I'm the kind of guy who, needs things on paper physically handed to me. Physically handed to me. Here's a cardstock piece of paper. This is the procedure for taking a day off, and this is the procedure if you wake up sick, how you go about. Amazon sort of did that. It wasn't on paper, everything was in an app, and we were sort of directed on how to use the app. Now, there was a hell of a learning curve for me on that app, and I feel like a lot of people quit their jobs or lose their jobs because they can't figure it out. And I'm just thankful I held on to that job as long as I did, and that I mostly figured out the app until I just mentally fell apart at the end. But that was a completely separate issue, and I'm still bewildered that they didn't look at that as something that should be excused and accommodated, especially during Mental Health Awareness Week or Mental Health Awareness Month. We're talking about how important it is to be aware of mental health, but we're going to pretend like we're not aware of this guy's mental health after we basically took him in because coworkers or leaders or whatever were saying that they were seriously concerned that this guy was suicidal. So obviously they didn't care about me. They were just trying to cut any liabilities, which I shouldn't be surprised by that. So yeah, I have no idea how I'm supposed to call in a day off or call in. But yeah, last 2 days in a row, both I think 8 minutes late, 9 minutes late, and nobody said anything as I just kind of came in, clocked in, and bounced. Oh wow, Shithead's in the front yard. Oh no, never mind, that's not Shithead. That's the neighbor's cat. They both have similar coloring and patterns, but they both have completely different mannerisms, and the neighbor's cat is so much bigger. Yeah, that's the cat I'm talking about right there. I don't know what the heck it's looking for there in the shadow of the tree, but it seems very intent on whatever the hell it is it's doing. Well, so much for having a little hang time to get food on the way to work. It's 7:44 now. I got to figure out how to make it in exactly 15 minutes. Hey, I'm being offered to go to work on Saturday morning back at the extended stay. Yeah, I'm not picking up any Wonolo right now. Just every time I see it, I'm like, oh, can I do it? Can I do it? What am I thinking? Between car rental place and Domino's, I'm scheduled at 70 hours. And the shitty thing about working 2 jobs like this versus all the hours I used to work at Amazon is there's no overtime pay happening. That makes for a money situation that's not as good. And of course, why am I sitting here while I got my safety vest on, but I'm obviously late for work? Well, I'm trying to find where the hell maps went. What the fuck? There it is. I swear, sometimes my butt manages to delete and move apps around on my iPhone. Oh, well, I got lucky here. The 202 to the 10 to the rental car center is clear. So yeah, I should theoretically make it to work on time. I'm taking that route. Damn, I was really hoping to stop and get some packaged Mountain Dew. Oh, the landscaping guy, I think it's a landscaping guy on the scooter there, and the exact same hat on his head that I have on my headrest in my car. I've seen that hat quite a bit. It seems to be kind of catching on as a way to cope with the extreme heat and sun right now. I need to stop forgetting my safety vest. That is just It's not like it takes a lot of time for me to double back to my place, but that is time that I don't get back at the time where I'm pressed for time. That is not a good angle on my smartphone right now. I'm going to fix that. That looks a little better. Yeah, I had things I was going to talk about on this drive, and it's all just been lost in the whole trying to wake up and get my Mountain Dew in me, and realizing I don't have my safety vest. I didn't really go through my Amazon bag to even see if it's got the right stuff that I need. I'm just kind of cross my fingers. I think there's things I need to take out of it and some things I needed to add to it as well, but yeah, I'm not that. I'm still really groggy right now. Woke up, made a little bit more progress on, at least my alarms woke me up, that's a good thing. But yeah, I made a little bit more progress on the last segment of my vlog, which I'm working on editing, which is going to push me to the point of being 3 weeks behind on uploading this, which is ridiculous. The only way I'm going to catch up is at some point I'm just going to have to stop recording for a while until I'm caught up. Or just start just rapid fire uploading them like I've done before without doing any kind of editing. And the editing is now where I'm kind of hung up on working on it. Just because I've noticed that by editing it, I can kind of make the drive go a little bit quicker and take several minutes off of the full length of the video, and then my monologue sounds a lot more cohesive. And then I also end up not having as much issue with exporting it and all the problems I've had in the past with iMovie telling me I don't have enough space to export it. But at what cost? I mean, it seems like I've been working on the chapter I'm working on right now for days. It's not that I've been working on it for days, I just haven't had much time to work on it. I haven't had a time to just sit. But how long am I taking? Like, I think it's when it's said and done, it's going to be, ooh, hello, shit. Ouch. Wow, I just got some serious glare off the back end of that car. License plate and the panel behind its license plate. All I know is for a moment there, it was like I was looking straight at the sun. And now I'm seeing like flashers in my eyes. So anyway, I haven't really time to see how long it takes the way I'm currently editing stuff to put something together. It used to be I would half-ass it so much that I could put together a 45-minute video in about 10 minutes. And I mean, now I'm just like fixating on just trying to get rid of some of my stammering. And yeah, this is the same traffic that I encountered the last time I looked at Google Maps. Yeah, I'm getting crazy glare off something else again. I think it's a downtown tower. That stuff bothers my vision way more than it used to when I was younger. Yeah, it seems like the last time I looked at Google traffic and it showed it being smooth sailing all the way to the 10 and the transition to the 10, I still encountered what I'm encountering now. And I think what's happening is that Google is probably looking at all the cars that are going forward in the left 3 lanes and in the right lane as it quickly exits off to 24th Street. And it's overriding the data of the vehicles that are slowing way down here in the right lane, which is combined for I-10 East and 51 North. And it's mostly 51 North traffic that backs it up. So it doesn't really accurately reflect how slow I'm going to be going in this lane, which I think is still not a problem. I think I'm still moving faster than I would be on surface streets, but yikes, 7:52. It's not a formula for me being to work on time. I think once, and it sucks because I'm following this trailer, so I absolutely cannot see what the traffic's like in front of him. I just need to maintain a safe distance in case he suddenly jams on his brakes, which happens in this lane a lot. Oh yeah, there's some gaps in front of him. Yeah, once the 51 peels off, I think it's going to be smooth sailing for me. I always wonder why it's not 2 lanes before they split, and this is why. This is an overpass right there that's only 1 lane wide, and that's where the 24th Street to I-10 West on-ramp is. So yeah, it would be very costly for ADOT to try to widen that out to 2 lanes so that traffic going the direction I'm going is not hung up with the line of traffic going onto the 51 North. I didn't see anybody. Oh, there's one person behind me using this lane. Not a lot of traffic goes in the direction I just went. So what was I going to explain? I think it was just going to explain all the stuff that I was supposed to do yesterday that I didn't get done. I needed to talk to Rob about the issues I'm having with this car, primarily the transmission, but also the problem I had the last night I worked at Domino's, where I went to start the car and it just wouldn't start and acted really weird. I don't even know how to describe that other than really weird. There was a light that came on. I don't know how to describe the light because it was a weird icon as opposed to some text that I could read. But yeah, I missed Rob. Rob wasn't there. Sort of missed Al. Like I saw him, he waved at me as he was like rolling off in someone else's car. So I didn't get my iPhone handled. Yeah, I didn't get anything handled yesterday. Didn't make it to the grocery store to get food for the cats. The cats are very unhappy about it. Don't panic. They're not starving. They're just having to eat nothing but dry food, and they're not so fond of it. The last time Priscilla took the bag out of the dry food, she brought a bag over. And instead of opening the bag, putting it into the bowls, and then rolling the bag closed and clamping it shut to try to keep it fresh-ish, she dumped it all into this container that I use to keep the cat food in. But I've noticed in the past that, she buys these ginormous bags. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't buy the little itty bitty bag, but I don't usually buy the ginormous bag either. The problem with the ginormous bag is that I know that stuff dries out by the time it's not sealed. There comes a point where, I don't know if it just gets stale or dry, but the cats absolutely don't want to eat it. I mean, I don't eat the kibble, so I don't know how it transitions from bad to worse. I'm just noting their behavior. And Priscilla dumped it all in a container. Now, the last time she did it, she made a point to put it in like a giant Ziploc freezer bag so it could be sealed, and I've always been diligent about opening the seal, getting the cat food out, and sealing it again. And that seemed to keep the cats interested in it to the very last handful. And I'm wondering now if it's already hitting the point, and even though she just did this a few weeks ago, just due to the heat, just how extremely dry it's been here lately, I'm wondering if that's already happening, which is shitty if it is, considering what a ginormous bag of cat food was that she brought over. They haven't eaten much of it. I think that's going to go to waste just because she couldn't be bothered to look after how it was sealed. First time I fed the cats out of that, I asked her, it's like, well, why didn't you put it in Ziploc bags? She's like, oh, I didn't have time. You don't have time to do something right, just don't fucking do it. God damn. These are the little things that drive me crazy about her, that makes her not wife material for me. It really is. Oh, and she texted me yesterday at some point. I'm not sure. Wee hours of the morning, I guess. Apologized that she fell asleep again. So she's going to see a doctor about it. See what the problem is. I think the problem is not enough dizzle in the pazzizzle, but, anyway. You can pretty much always count on not being able to turn right on red here. Oh, that was quick, though. Wow, 7:57. So much for all the things I was going to talk about, which is fine. I'm just basically... Oh, tranny slipping. Tranny slipping again. Tranny clanking. Yikes, transmission is not good here. And speaking of trannies, I think I saw a tranny asking about getting a job here yesterday. That'll lend itself to all kinds of inappropriate jokes at work. Yeah, give it a pink hat, put it in the shop line. That's where it goes if there's a problem with the tranny in the car. So anyway, I shouldn't say that. That just makes me a bigot. I'm sure she and her penis are just fine. So, yeah, I just need to shut up. I'm at work. Oh, God, what a waste of video this was, huh?